Okay guys, I'm back again, and I just want to start off the video with saying sorry for the background noise if you can hear it, where I have a washer running, and I'm recording basically right next to it, so if you hear weird noise, that's what it is. But let's get to the guy in front of me. In front of me is Lego Transformers Shatter. Now you may be thinking this doesn't look like Shatter, like you can tell it's kind of a jet, but Shatter wasn't this kind of a jet. So I had this idea where everybody's making Shatter and Dropkick, and it's kind of cool. But what if I made them? What would they be like before they went to Earth? What kind of modes would they have on Cybertron? So that's what I did. I made Shatter. I made him in his Cybertronian jet here. Then he turns into a Cybertronian car and a robot. And that is actually the order we are going to do this in, because it's just easiest to do it that way, because the car is kind of in between the jet and the robot. So let's get to it. He's got two nice thrusters right there, or she. I might keep saying he, and that's my bad. I think this is my favorite mode out of all of them. I wouldn't say it's the best mode, I just like it the best. This guy is, I guess she is really very fidgety. A little more fragile than I'd like to do with most Transformers, but hey, that's a triple changer, and it fits in the palm of my hand, so, I'm pretty happy with it. And it's got pretty good accuracies. In jet mode, you can see wheels right here, but I hid the other two in here pretty well, I feel like. But these two just couldn't be avoided. He's got the nice boosters, kind of a good cockpit. And I noticed this, there was like a gray line, which I had not intended to make at first. So yeah, there he is in his jet mode. And one thing you might notice is these cheese slopes help support the wings kind of with where it is right there. It just works out really well with the way you have them there. So before we transform him into car mode, let's get into Sas Comparisons. So over here, he has next to minifigure. Obviously, that's not size accurate. And then I also have Mindbender's wind chill right here, which is not standing. There we go. So yeah, he's pretty small. Again, as you can tell. And let's transform him into his car. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take his cockpit, and you're just going to want to rotate that around 180 degrees. Take this stuff, bring it up, because you kind of got to snuggle it in there. So you bring it up, and I like to take the wings, and I like to fold them up, and kind of get them back, and then take these pieces, and bring them back, and then grab this right in the middle, and bring both of these. They're separate pieces, but bring them both down to here. So that gives you that. Now, what you are going to want to do is you're going to want to flip this that way, I believe, because yeah, it was up like that. Flip this that way. No, flip it the other way, my bad. Go that way with it. Bring this head up too. And yes, that will be his head. And then just lift these up. Then just take the legs and bring them up. Spread them out like that. And then rotate them that way. And then just kind of rest them over that. It won't sit flush, but trust me, in the car mode, it works. So now you have the bottom part of it done. And then what you want to do next, and this is kind of cool, with the way these work, it's four small circular clips by each other with the bars. And when you rotate one side, the other one rotates with it. So it's almost like it's one hinge. But what you want to do is you want to rotate that down like that. And then take this and rotate it back. Rotate it down. I like to grab, I don't know, it's kind of tricky, like I said, kind of fragile. But yeah, rotate it down like that, and take this and rotate it back. And then just squeeze these lower ones to make sure that they came all the way together. Sorry if this is kind of a mess. Like I said, it's kind of a tedious, a little bit fragile transformer, which, like I just said, but I'm still okay with it because of its size and how well it still works for its size. Okay, so now that you have that, what I like to do is I like to bring these arms down, and it'll actually fit perfectly above the leg, and then fold that up. So bring these down, and it kind of hides away the booster too, the jet boosters, which I like. And then you can fold that up. And then just take these arm pieces and fold them that way so they're more like spoilers and it looks better. Okay, now you're almost done. The next thing you're gonna wanna do is, for jet mode, so what I have is the bar, and then I have a clip here with a rod, and a clip here with a rod, and then this. In jet mode, this rod is all the way on the end of the first clip, and for car mode, you wanna slide it back on both of them. And then on the first rod, you wanna rotate that down. On the first rod, you wanna rotate, make sure that that's out of the way. You wanna rotate that down. So now you have that. And then on the clip that attaches it to the wing, you're just gonna fold it down so it rests over that joint. And then you actually have your car. Now if you wanna keep this together like that, you can do so. I prefer to have them out so the wheels are lined up. So this is Shatter in her car mode. And this mode is probably my least favorite, but it still kind of works. It's got 4 wheels, as you can tell. 1, 2, and then the 2 on the other side. I do wish I could cover that up, but for jet mode to work, for it to fold in as far as it needs to go to fit under this section that it creates back here, that can't have a stud there. It's kind of annoying to know about mode 2, but it is what it is. So these kind of similarities to the Earth one. I couldn't get a huge array of headlights, but that's kind of whatever. And I did give him this, but some similarities that I tried to get in was obviously bright colors and looks kind of like a tough but sporty car still, which is what I wanted. And then this engine detail, well, that looks like an engine detail even though it was the cockpit and stuff. And I really enjoy how that worked out. So yeah, there he is. I wish that was red, but I just ran out of those pieces, so it couldn't be red. But yeah, so this is car mode. And from the front, it doesn't, I mean, I guess it looks okay on the thing, but from the side, I think it looks pretty good. That's where I like it. And then let's get into Sas Comparisons. So here he is with a minifigure and windchill. Again, Mindbender's windchill. So yeah, pretty much the same size. A little taller, not quite as long. So now we're actually pretty close to robot mode. So let's transform him into a robot. So what you want to do is just take these and bring them out. Take these and bring them up to get it out of the way. And then take these, or take this whole section, and then you'll see I have, oops, I hope you saw that. We just brought these from here out, and these were down here, and I lifted them up. And then this whole section, this waist section, is on these droid arms. So you just want to bring that down, not all the way. Rotate the waist around, and then bring that up till the cheese slope touches the black piece. Okay, and then just, you might as well bring the legs forward and down so they have that knee bend. So there's that. And then for his arms, you just bring this down and out. It's really easy. And if, as you can tell, you're actually kind of there already. And then basically, let me just line that up. This thing got moved. Okay, there we go. And then basically, you are done. And the wings, you can do whatever you want to do with on this array of joints. I think it looks best to kind of just go like that with them and just kind of rotate out and down and angle them down. So here is Shatter in her robot mode. So she's decent. Like I said, I like her jet mode best out of all of these. It turned out pretty well though. A little bit back heavy, but I think she honestly was a little bit in the movie too, and there's no way it's going to stand because I couldn't incorporate feet on it. Otherwise, it wouldn't have worked in jet mode. But if you'll notice this, similarities from the movies, I tried to get, these were the boosters, but they're artificial headlights. I know she had them all across her chest, and these are bigger though, so I just settled with 2 of them. I kind of got that in front there, and then her wings kind of coming down on the back. So that's kind of similarities there. I think it turns out well, it works. So let's get to his articulation, or her articulation in this mode, because this is actually, I believe, the first mode that she has articulation in. So as you saw, the array of things you can do with your wings, your head, you can go up and down, and I guess you could rotate this gray piece to give him a little bit of a tilt. His abs and stuff, and her core, you can kind of disassemble like that, but you can tilt it and stuff, and I guess give her like the ability to sit and stuff like that. Her legs are on a clip with stud friction, so pretty good articulation there. But it rotates on stud friction in and out pretty far. Then you have the bend that you normally get with these hinged pieces that I use. And then his arms finally can go back on this back shoulder joint if you want it to. Can rotate up here and bend at the elbow, and then you can also rotate the hand if you want to. So she's got decent articulation, nothing crazy. I didn't build her any weapons, which maybe I guess I could have, but I didn't really feel the need to or the want to. So that is Shatter's robot mode. Now let's get into the final size comparisons. So here she is with a minifigure, and again with Windchill. And now she's almost as tall as Windchill. Almost. As tall as Windchill is in his bird mode. So she's a small figure. I like it. I know she didn't have wheels on the tips of her wings in robot mode, but there was no way to avoid that really. So yeah, that is Shatter, and that means that I'm going to be signing off, and if you liked this video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It would be greatly appreciated.